curled up on a couch, slightly clutching her stomach, trying not to make a sound. The cramps were sharp, relentless, and every moment made her wince. Jungkook had been sitting nearby reading documents, but the subtle change in Van posture catch his attention. His sharp gaze softened slightly as he studied her, noticing the way she shifted slightly on the couch. He didn't ask immediately. He never rushed, but he observed quietly, his sharp eyes noting the tension in her posture. A few minutes passed when Jungkook approached Van. "You okay? Are you in pain?" he asked quietly, almost a statement rather than a question. His voice had that calm, controlled edge that there was unmistakable concern beneath it. She nodded, too embarrassed to say more. He stood, moving to the kitchen, returning moments later with a hot water bag and a small cup of herbal tea. He set them on the table carefully, then gestured towards the couch. "I'll stay here," he said, his tone firm. Later, he sat a little closer when she winced again, he quickly adjusting the blanket around her, lightly resting a hand near her stomach. His presence was steady, warm, protective, even in his expressions reminded calm. Why cramps didn't ease immediate, but Jungkook didn't rush. He stayed beside her on the couch. "Do you want me to?" His voice low, almost hesitant. "Rub your back?" Van nodded slightly, too trying to speak. He placed one hand on her lower back, moving it slowly, gently, as if measuring every motion to not settle her. The other hand stayed near her stomach, steadying without pressing. "Little?" he asked after a few minutes, not demanding an answer. "A little," she whispered, feeling the warmth of his hand seep through the blanket into her aching muscle. Jungkook murmured, "Why, you don't have to pretend you're fine. Not with me, ever." She let out a shaky breath, leaning her forehead against his chest, the steady beat of his shirt, the faint scent of him, the quiet assurance of his tone made the world outside disappear. By the time the cramps eased, you were too exhausted to move. Jungkook noticed immediately. Without a word, he stood. "Come on, I'll carry you to bed," he said, voice calm but firm. Anne hesitated, cheeks flushing, but he only gave the small, unreadable look that made you obey. One strong arm under her queen's, the other around her back. He lifted her effortlessly. The warmth of his body close made her heart race.